I'm the project manager for data entry portal. I like to think of myself as a storyteller. I grew up with traditional storytelling where you go in a crowd of people and you sit there and the person gets up and they start to evoke a message. And they say inside each of us is an ancient human being who is just longing for a story. So I like to think of that whenever I start a project to kind of rekindle this uniqueness that connects us all with our humanness. I was actually looking for a job as a paraeducator, and what happened is that COVID shut everything down. So in the middle of the hiring process, I had to stop that and reconfigure and relook at what was possible for me. And I had a good friend who was going to WSU, and the DTC program stood out to me. And I saw how diversified it was. It wasn't just about computer science. It's about, the storytelling aspect and looking into cultural dynamics. And it just seemed like I was inspired and just really excited at the possibility. I didn't think I could do it. So actually being here now in senior seminar is quite a journey. I am a non-traditional student. I, got my associate's degree over a decade ago. So being here now, is very special. So my role as the project manager, that is a great question. I'm really here to help support people be their best creative selves. And I like that. I really like seeing what people are good at and helping them bring it out. And the other really important part is that we are providing a product for a real world person who, put their time and energy into writing a full book. And I kind of like to think of myself as a cheerleader too. So it's hard for me to have hobbies because I am a single parent. And so I have to dedicate my hobby time to my kids. So I try to incorporate them into my hobbies. Like I do enjoy museums. I'm gonna get back into crochet. I told myself I'm gonna start crocheting again, which I love. Amigurumi. So amigurumi are little tiny animals and tiny little stuffed animals. And I just bought a pattern I'm really excited about. I love being in the woods and working out. So I love going on nature walks and being outside as much as possible. After I graduate, I want to rest. And so I was fascinated to look up local companies and start researching that even more so. I started to see, I really am going to be working with a company somewhere, somehow, and what would that look like? So sort of envisioning it for myself. I want to take some time to envision that. I definitely won't just hop right into the job market or into the job search. I think I'll float just a little bit, on the surface, just for a moment, just to kind of see where things are and fill them out. But graduating will be great. My college journey started in 2003, and now it's 20 years later, so I'm excited about finishing. So I have to party a little bit. I have to celebrate a little bit. It's not just 4 years out. It's been a 20-year journey, and that's pretty cool. So I'm definitely excited about finishing and being proud of myself for that. So. Mm-hmm. And so listening to stories and trying to find out what evokes that really wonderful presence is something that I really cherish. And so I'm happy and proud to be a part of that now in a professional way. I love to see animated feature films with my kids. As a kid, the stop-go animation with the clay animation and the puppets, from a very early time, you have impressions, on you. And so I think about my kids and the stories that they're told and what's missing in those stories and what presence needs more fulfilling for them to grow up with. And what's great to know is that there's room for more. There's room for more growth in that. And I want to see my kids grow up in with stories that help them feel empowered, that help them feel that they can grow into their society and culture and not move away from it. So that's something that inspires me to tell good stories.